Hi, this is Jackie with Senior Seminar, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the IRB, or the Institutional Reviewed Board process. If your research involves people, perhaps you're doing a survey or an interview or some kind of participatory observation, you need to go through the IRB process in order to protect anyone who is involved in your study. It's really designed to make sure that your study meets certain ethical standards. So the first step is to inform yourself about the IRB. There are websites with a lot of information. Here you see Columbia University's IRB website that has probably more information than you'll ever want. And similarly, the Barnard website is very, very helpful. Lots of information there. Your second step is really to do the IRB Human Subjects Protection class. You can find a link. Here you'll find the link on the Barnard site. There's a similar link under training at the Columbia site, and you click on that, and you will see something called City Programs. You will be able to log in with your uni. It'll give you a list of courses, and you take the most basic human subjects protection class. That takes about 45 minutes. You do it online. It covers why we do IRB, which is because we have a history, unfortunately, of experiments that are done on humans that have been incredibly horrible and unethical. So you'll learn about some of those, and hence the motivation for having this kind of ethical screening for research at the universities. You learn about consent, why it's important that people who participate in your study understand what they're getting into and consent to it. You will learn about how to protect people's privacy and also protect the data about people. So it's a really interesting course, and once you complete it and you pass it, you can have multiple tries until you get the required number of questions right. You will get a certificate, and that will be registered in the Columbia or Barnard IRB system, so they know you will have done that as a prereq. Then the next step is really to create a protocol, and a protocol is really a guideline for how you're going to do your research ethically. So for both Columbia and for Barnard, you will go to a website, which you will find again for Barnard at that wonderful site that has all the information. And for Columbia, you can just log into this, what's called Rascal. You will be able to do that with your uni. You go to human subjects, and you go to create a protocol. And what will happen is you have to put all the information in, and then it will start to ask you a set of questions. Some of those can be a little confusing. So if you have any questions, you can reach out either to the IRB itself, because there's wonderful people at both Barnard and Columbia who are always happy to answer questions. There's contacts on the websites. They have often office hours in the past when you could actually go and see people, but you can call them or talk to them. And you get through this process, you submit the protocol, and then almost always somebody comes back with a set of questions. The correspondence is usually done in the system. And you fix up your protocol until it meets the right standards, at which point you resubmit and finally get approval. You'll get an approval letter and a protocol number. So that's the end of the process. And when you're actually writing up your thesis or publishing a paper out of it, you will include the protocol number so people know that you've actually gone through this process and have maintained high ethical standards. If you have any questions at all about this as you go through the process, feel free to reach out to me or Malgosia, and we'd be really happy to help you. Good luck with your work. Take care.